Mike McCarthy now is one game under 500 here in his brief tenure as the head coach of the Cowboys, which started last season as he succeeded Jason Garrett, as I mentioned before. Mike McCarthy received a lot of criticism, sometimes justified, for some of his bewildering play calls. Now, he also had a lot of things go against him that first season. When you lose your starting quarterback, you're not going to be very good, and certainly they weren't. But you're at a place now where I don't want to say waving the Mike McCarthy flag.
It's not about me.
Hang on. Oh, it's never about you. No,
it's not about me.
Says, no, it's not about me. Now, you have to give them credit. They're off to a great start. And I think there's a couple of things that he's done specifically in personnel. God knows I eat crow on this one, that he really hit some big home runs on that I think forget the play call stuff and some of the clock management decisions. It's the decisions in personnel that, in my mind, Mike McCarthy deserves the most credit on. CeeDee Lamb, Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons, guys like that. Those are the things that I think he deserves the most credit for right now.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is we've been handing out bouquets of praise for Kellerman, and rightfully so, for where this offense is running, and certainly Dan Quinn for what's happening on defense, especially after last year. But Mike McCarthy is the one that is running it all. And yes, we can ding him for some game management decisions early in the season, but how he's handled this team, he was the one who stood on the table to keep Kellerman, according to Jerry Jones. Whether you believe that or not, he still could have moved away from him last year. I mean, this is a guy who's an offensive guy. The way things went last year, he could have said, okay, I'm going to take over play call, take over the offense. He could have used that. If that was part of the quote-unquote backdoor deal to get the job, you got to keep Kellerman. Well, he could have moved away from him, but he didn't. He stuck to his gun and stuck to the deal, and Kellerman is thriving. He's staying out of the way. He acknowledged his mistake on Mike Nolan and went and got Dan Quinn. He was the reason why the Cowboys got Dan Quinn, because he went and got Dan Quinn. That's the guy who wanted to let Dan Quinn do his defense, run his defense. And again, he has helped them with player personnel decisions. And certainly it's how he's managed the team. And they're not eating the cheese. They're not feeling good about themselves. They're unselfish. That comes from the top. That whole attitude is certainly the quarterback, but part of Mike McCarthy, how he's handling this team. So give him credit. He should deserve some credit for the Cowboys start, because everybody already has Kellerman get the new job and Quinn get the new job, and they should fire Mike McCarthy, keep Kellerman. Give McCarthy some flowers. He deserves credit for this start.
If you're 4-1, you deserve credit. And I know I wrote today in the Star Telegram that I think Jason Garrett deserves a little bit of credit. He won't get any, but Jason Garrett's fingerprints are still considerable on a lot of this roster. I think Mike McCarthy inherited a pretty good team, and he's doing good things with it, which is what he should do.
Well, Jerry already felt that way. I mean, that's why he hired a guy, a proven winner, because he wanted a veteran coach. He thought they had the players to win. There was no question about that.
Yeah, and they did. And it looks like right now, anyways, we're only 5 games into the season. We still got a long ways to go. But they're doing what the owner really thought they could do. And quite frankly, I think a lot of times Jerry is a victim, if there is such a thing, for his own optimism. Sometimes I think it's misplaced given the roster. But I think given this roster, certainly the moves that they've made in personnel, it was justified to have high hopes because they're playing pretty well.